Hello students, today we are going to start trigonometry. We know that trigonometry is based on triangle, angles and the sides of a triangle. Now, the properties about the right angle triangle or the isosceles triangle or the cosine angles and the sine and tangent angle and relation with the sides that we are going to study in trigonometry. In this trigonometry chapter, we're going to study about the compound angle, how to add the angles, how to subtract the angle, how to go for the multiple angles, submultiple angles, and how to apply these things in the question. Right? This is one of the most important chapter, right? Because trigonometry itself contain a weightage in IIT-JEE as well as the your board examination, but the application part of trigonometry is very wide. You can use this in coordinate or calculus or algebra, right? Anywhere when you have to solve the question in a fixed way or limited way, then you have to use this trigonometry. So let's enjoy this topic and try to solve as many as question you can. Thank you. We have already studied about the basic of trigonometry. Now we are starting trigonometry. We know that the trigonometry comes from trigonia and metron, right? Tri means three, right? Gonia means the angle or side for the triangles, right? And metron means the measurement, right? So if we'll combine all three, then it's known as the trigonometry, right? This is the basic knowledge of trigonometry, means we have to study about the triangle A, B, C, the angles, right? And the sides A, B, C. To understand this, it's easier to understand sine, cos, and all, right? We have already seen like in this how to go for the trigonometry. So trigonometry ratio, we have already seen this trigonometry ratio as the ratio of different pair of sides of a right angle triangle is called trigonometry ratio or trigonometrical function, right? Since if this is a circle, right, in this circle, the measurement of angle we are taking as theta, and this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So if any point we have chosen P, x comma y, so this length is y, this length is x, and let r be the radius of this, right? So we can easily denote everything like sine theta, right? Sine theta means the perpendicular of this upon the hypotenuse, right? Cos theta is again base upon hypotenuse. Tan theta is y by x, right? And cosec theta is nothing but the reciprocal of sine. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. And cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, right? So these 6 trigonometrical ratios we have to study, right? And angle and measurement we have to find accordingly. Like if I'm saying this is angle theta, right? If this is angle theta, then this will be, right, opposite side, and this is adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse edge. And the very famous formula, we know that if this base is B and this perpendicular is P, right? Then Pythagoras theorem says that P square plus B square is equal to H square, right? And we can write down sine theta cos theta in terms of PBH. Now with opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse, right? Sine theta, if this angle is given theta, you have to be careful, right? Now this will work as perpendicular and this will work at the base, right? So the role of theta is very important, right? So sine theta is BC, right? This BC upon the hypotenuse. I'm representing this hypotenuse as H. In this cos theta will be AB upon H, tan theta P by B, cosec theta reciprocal H by BC, sec theta will be reciprocal of cos theta and cos theta reciprocal of this thing, right? Now, so this is the formula for sine theta cos theta. We also know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the identity, right? You can also transfer this sine square theta and cos square theta, right? Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, and cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These three identities are very important, and based on this, we have to solve few of the questions, right? So let's start with few of the questions based on these basic formulas, right? Solve sine to the power 6 theta plus cos to the power 6 theta. See, we have formula for sine square theta, cos square theta. It's easier to write this as sine square theta, the whole cube, plus cos square theta, the whole cube. A cube plus B cube. This we can write A cube plus B cube formula as A plus B, the whole cube, minus 3AB, A plus B. A and B are, in this case, A and B are sine square theta and cos square theta. And we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. 1 minus 3 sine square theta into cos square theta, right? So when we have to solve these type of questions, right, just basic formula we have to use, and directly you'll get the question, like what you have to get there, right? Second, sine cube A plus cos cube A upon sine A plus cos A plus sine cube A minus cos cube A upon sine A minus cos A, right? Again, the cubic formula, right? Now, in this question, we'll apply A cube plus B cube as factor formula as A plus B into A square plus B square minus AB. But for A cube minus B cube, it will be A minus B into A square plus B square plus AB, right? If I'll apply this, so from numerator, sine A plus cos A will be common out, and this will cancel out this sine A plus cos A, right? So what I'm getting, sine A plus cos A cancel out, then this is sine square A plus cos square A minus sine A into cos A, right? Similarly for second one, sine square A plus cos square A plus sine A into cos A, right? Sine square A plus cos square A is 1, and this sine A into cos A will be cancelled out. Again, 1 plus 1, you are getting the simple and elegant value, that's 2 only, right? See, few more question on this. if it is given in the form of tan or cot, like tan A upon 1 minus cot A plus cot A upon 1 minus tan. We have already like solved these type of questions in class 10th, right? So it's better key if we want to proceed this. So we want to solve this in the form of either tan or cot. So just convert each and every cot as tan. So this cot A, we know the formula for cot A is equal to 1 by tan of A, right? So this will be tan square A upon tan A minus 1 plus this cot will be 1 by tan A 1 minus tan A, right? So this is tan A minus 1, this is 1 minus tan A. So what I'm doing, if I'll take minus sign there, so there will be a minus sign, this we have to remove, right? So tan A minus 1 is same in both cases. So this will be tan cube A, taking LCM this, minus 1 upon tan A into tan A minus 1, right? Tan cube A minus 1 we can write 1 cube, right? So A cube minus B cube, again A minus B will be cancelled out, then getting tan square A plus tan A plus 1 upon tan of A, this tan A, right? So cancelling out this, I'm getting tan A plus cot A, 1 by tan is cot A, and plus 1, right? Also, if you want to convert this into sine and cos, right? So this will be sine A by cos A plus cos A by sine A plus 1, right? Obviously, taking LCM of this, sine A into cos A, sine square A plus cos square is 1 plus sine A into cos A, right? So lot many different like forms are there, right? The requirement would be there, and with the requirement, we can write down this, okay? Now, so if next the variation of question, tan theta is given as A by B, right? Find value of A sine theta minus B cos theta upon A sine theta plus B cos theta, right? This I can say one of the simplest question, right? The easiest way we can solve this. How? See, divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. I'll get A tan theta minus B upon A tan theta cos theta cancel out, only B, right? And tan theta is given as A by B. So obviously put the value A into A by B minus B upon A into A by B plus B. A square minus B square upon A square plus B square, right? So this we are getting in terms of A and B, right? Now, the next formation of this, right? If Tn represented as sine to the power n theta plus cos to the power n theta, right? Prove that T3 minus T5 by T1 is equals to T5 minus T7 by T3, right? This we have to prove. T3 means Sine to the power 3 theta plus cos to the power 3 theta, t5 accordingly, the formula is there, right? So both having the same ratio. So if you'll observe this, if this I'm writing t2n plus 1, so this is t2n plus 3, and the denominator is t2n minus 1, right? So we can deduce this value will be constant. If we are able to prove this value is constant, then already we can say always this will be true. So let's start with the numerator of t2n plus 1 sine to the power 2n plus 1 theta plus cos to the power 2n plus 1 theta minus sine to the power 2n plus 3 theta and cos to the power 2n plus 3 theta, right? I'm not writing this t2n plus 1, right? We want to like prove this in this form, so this will be cancelled out from there, right? So this, if I'll combine this sine to the power 2n plus 1 theta with sine to the power 2n plus 3 theta, sine to the power 2n plus 1 theta is common out. I'm getting 1 minus sine square theta, right? Plus cos to the power 2n plus 1 theta is common out from this. So I'm getting 1 minus cos square theta, right? So from both this, I'm getting sine to the power 2n plus 1 theta into 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta, right? Minus cos to the power, right? Plus minus sine square theta. If I'll take common, what is like, we can take common from both this. So this is sine square theta into cos square theta. So this will be sine to the power 2n minus 1 theta plus cos to the power 2n minus 1 theta. So look into this. What is this coming? Sine square theta, cos square theta. This is, right, the formula that was given for t2n minus 1. This is cancelling out with 2n minus 1. So this is coming as always constant. So in place of n, right, we can see in place of n, we can put 1. So we are getting this. In place of n, we are putting 2, we are getting this result, right? So this is always constant. This is coming as sine square theta into cos square theta. Maybe if you want to write down this as t99 minus t101 upon t97, that will be also giving the value sine square theta, cos square theta in that form. So lot many questions would be there, and while solving this, right, try to make this generalized case. Now we are going to study about each and every trigonometrical function, and in every quadrant how they will give you the values. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. This first quadrant means the angle between 0 to 90, this 90 to 180, 180 to 270, 270 to 360. Or we can say this angle is going from 0 to 180 degree, right? Or in anti-clockwise rotation, this is going from 0 to minus 180 degree, right? So this will be minus 180 degree, minus 90 degree, right? Or we can write this as 270 also. So in graph, we want to see this key, which quadrant the graph will be positive or negative, and how the graph will work for every trigonometrical function. So start. So first graph is sin x. Y is equal to sin x between 182 minus 182 plus 180, right? We can also write this minus pi to plus pi. Pi is equal to 180 degree, right? Measurement, we know that between 0 to 90, right? It's approximate value of, right? 1 by, this value is 1 by root 2, right? So increasing order, right? Then going down and this, right? How this we will plot in the graph. This is the graph of y is equal to sin x. The graph of y is equal to sin x. So what are the measurement, what we can say from this, right? What are the values we can see from this? The first thing, we know that this is 0 to 90 degrees the first quadrant, 90 to 180 is the second quadrant, right? This is the third quadrant, minus 180 to 90 as we have seen, and this is the fourth quadrant. Either we can go with 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360, or minus 180 to minus 90 will be third quadrant, minus 90 to 0 will be fourth quadrant, positive 0 to 90 first quadrant, and second quadrant, right, is 90 to 180. See, sine is positive in first and second quadrant, right? Negative in third and fourth quadrant, right? Maximum value we can see is going to 1. Minimum value is minus 1, right? Graph is increasing from minus 90 to plus 90. Increasing means going up, 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 up. But 90 to 180 decreasing, minus 180 to minus 90 decreasing, right? These all we have to use. So remember these points, right? We can see like this graph is symmetrical about 90, right? Means it's going from 0 to 90, same it's going from 180 to 90. Means the angle, if I'm taking this angle as theta, right? The same measurement I'll get for 180 minus theta. If this length is theta, this length is theta, you are getting this value. Again, with the same length, you'll get the same value. Means sine of 180 minus theta is same as sine theta, right? Next, if you are going for sine 180 plus theta, 180 plus theta means graph will go down, right? Graph will be same, the magnitude will be same as this is positive 1, but it's going in the negative sign. So sine of 180 plus theta will be minus sine theta, right? And what if it's going to 360 degree, right? We can see in 360, 0 to like 180 to 360, this is negative only, right? So again, the same graph will be there, but with minus sign. So these 4 formulas you must know, as well as sine of minus theta, that must be minus of sine theta. Right? Note down, please. This is very important. So, like we can say, as I said, key, this is maximum and this is minimum one, and the graph is going through the origin, and we can see this anti-symmetrical about the origin. It's going up, it's going down. This is known as the odd function, right? Later on, we will study this. This is known as the odd function, right? And the graph of sin x, the symmetricity will be there, and this will repeat itself, right? So this is known as the periodicity, and this will repeat after 2 pi. So 2 pi is known as the periodicity of the function. This will be periodic for that values, right? So this is for sin x. Now, the graph of cos x, right? Now this is between 0 to 2 pi in the complete quadrant, right? See, the values are given in the first and second quadrant. With the graph, we can deduce all this thing. See, this is first quadrant, 90 to 180, second quadrant, 180 to third quadrant 270, and 270 to 360, this will be the fourth quadrant, right? First, second, third, and fourth. See, cos is positive in first and fourth and negative in second and third quadrant, right? Through graph we can see, right? Value of cos 0 is 1. Value of cos pi is -1. The graph is decreasing down up to 180 degree, then increases up to 360 degree, right? So if I'm saying ki cos of theta is equal to cos of minus theta, because if you are starting from 0 or this, if I'm going for this, both having the same values, right? Cos theta and cos minus theta will be same. What about cos 180 minus theta, right? 180 is there and theta is there. So magnitude, so we are getting same, but with minus signs. So, and it is in the second quadrant, and we know that second quadrant cos will be negative. So we have to add this. What cos 180 plus theta? Which quadrant is this? Cos 180 plus theta. Very good. Third quadrant, and third quadrant cos is positive or negative? It's negative. So again, you have to write cos, right? But cos 360 minus theta, right? Cos 360 minus theta will be positive cos theta, right? This about the cos. The later on we'll mix sine and cos both, yeah, how they will convert each other, right? Okay, so what is the maximum value? Obviously 1, minimum -1. When we are getting the maximum one, cos 0 degree or cos 2 pi degree or cos 4 pi degree or so on, right? When you are getting the minimum one, cos pi, cos 3 pi, odd multiple of pi you are getting -1, even multiple of pi or 0 you are getting 1, right? This is maximum and minimum value, right? So this is about the graph of cos, right? And you can see the graph of tan, interesting graph, right? This is always increasing graph, right? Always an increasing graph going up, 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 right? So this increasing graph, right, will study this, okay, like how this is going increasing graph between 0 to pi, pi by 2. This is positive first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Again, this will coming from this, right? So in all the quadrant, you can see first, second, third, and fourth. First quadrant positive, negative, positive, negative, right? So in the third and first quadrant, this will be positive, right? And other quadrant, this will be negative, right? So in the next lecture, we will study about this key, how the tan will work for theta minus theta and 180 plus theta and 180 minus theta, right?